MASA is the best Flacco player in Japan.
Yeah, it's really close between him and Motsunabe, and at this point, like they could easily outplace each other at any given tournament. But at the most recent P tier, Masa was up, so Masa's better.
I will say Motsunabe has a better Twitter game, so who's the real winner there? Anyway,
He's the Twitter goat. He's so funny.
Anyway, I was just saying, like, if you're a Brawl player back in, like, 2008, you probably saw this matchup a lot. And I was a Brawl player back then, so I saw this matchup quite often. So it's kind of weirdly nostalgic, but have a different context there in Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, and I mean, similar to that matchup, it's kind of, I don't want to say a game of keep away, but what Snake normally will do, of course, is just use grenades, throw back, get a little bit of chip damage here and there. With Flacco's insane reflector, you really can't just throw grenades anymore because they'll just get reflected right back at you. And even if they don't blow up, just the damage from them hitting you, it's only 1 or 2%, but that can add up.
Seriously. Yeah, that's one thing about Snake. Like, Snake and Dog has this issue as well, is that since your combo breaker is a projectile, it actually becomes a liability against you, against Falco, whose combo breaker is Reflector.
Yes. And we are...
Wow, that hit!
Forward smash through the Cypher. Good stuff from MASA, and he takes an early lead, but even with no rage, I think up tilt will take the stock at this percent.
Oh yeah, no, that...
will. Okay, never mind.
If Snake does his, stretches his glutes a bit, that bird is dead.
Yeah, that's some fried pigeon. Which
yeah.
delicious.
That said, Masa is wisely just kind of hanging back and trying to slowly add up some percents until a hit can be presented to him like that.
Yeah, and I mean he's just running from side to side, and he's just basically mimicking what Hurt normally does, and saying, "No, you have to come to me," and it's working because he has a big lead right now, up a stock with about 60% extra credit.
I would say like a lesser
80.
I would say a lesser Falco player would still go in, even with a pretty significant life lead, but Masa is really content just to hang back and maybe fire a few lasers until he gets a chance to present himself. So Masa just lost
until he gets back aired into the blast zone as well, but
yeah, but at the same time though, look how much damage he put on Hurt, and he wasn't really engaging all that much.
Yeah, I would say that is probably one of the biggest differences between Masa and the spike. Okay, good stuff coming in from Masa, but I think one of the biggest differences between Masa and Motsunabe, the two premier Falco mains in Japan, is Motsunabe is constantly pushing in. Masa, he'll play the waiting game. He doesn't mind. He's here to win. He's not here to style.
I think the first time I saw Masa, I think I was actually at a Kagari with Cosplay. Shout out to Cosplay. I hope you enjoy America, and I hope you're doing the do. And he actually described Masa as a samurai, someone who wouldn't draw his blade until the time arose.
That's such a cool way to say he camps.
I mean, come on, you gotta be a bit more literate than just like, oh man, he's whack, he's just holding back the whole time, he's charging. Be a bit more literate and a bit more hourly for the people at home.
Anyway. He gets the grenade into up air, and this, of course, Masa does have the lead, and almost in a back air will definitely kill. A forward air might get close. After a little bit more percent, down tilt will do it. But Snake can put on a lot of damage really quickly. So Masa needs to be careful and not let this game get away from him. And the back air is going to take it, and convincing game one going to Masa.
And that's some good stuff there from Masa, looking pretty sharp today.
Yeah,
it's actually gotten a lot, not like cooler, but he's definitely gone down in Japan finally.
Yeah. I concur. It is. If this, I wish they had their seeds written on what they are, because I don't know their current seed. But this will indefinitely be an upset if Masa is able to continue with this momentum and take the set, because I'm sure Hurt is probably.
I think Hurt
second or third, realistically.
Yeah, I'm looking at the bracket now. I think Hurt was like number 2 or 3.
Yeah, that would make sense. With Akola obviously being number 1, because he is him.
It is he.
It is he.
Okay, so Masa goes up a game, and Masa's just playing very passive aggressive, not really going in, but always trying to force the approach. That's one thing about Snake as a character, is that if he has to approach, I mean, he has the tool to do so, but he's just kind of sluggish on the ground.
Yeah, he is. But I mean, Falco is as well. So it's just a matter of, honestly, that one of the biggest thorns in Snake's side is that he can't use grenades recklessly in this matchup.
And you can see there, just as Watson said, grenades are just going to get kicked back at him with the reflect. And okay, I see that chat in the chat. If Snake had Dackets in this game, that'd be stupid. I'm glad we don't have that anymore in Smash Bros. That was a good up tilt.
That was a really good up tilt and took the stock really early. That was barely 100%. So that is the strength of boot. So
yeah, not only that, I'm at the absolute highest point of the hitbox. That was just very lucky break from Hurt, and also might get the stock. No.
He needs to watch that C4 on that platform, though.
Yeah, that C4. I think what was it? That MK Leo match. I talked about Anime Buddha. That C4 was.
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that.
The C4 is baller for Snake. Let's just say that much.
I know, right? But the last one, the up tilt heard around the world. Ugh. But anyways, speaking of up tilts, another. Oh, that was a MASA stock coming in. So Hurt is back at 0%, but he is continuing with the momentum, and Masa's not able to dash attack. Let's do it.
Yeah, three dash attacks. That's your combo.
If it works.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And yeah, he's just reflecting all the grenades back, but once Falco hits out the initial hitbox of the reflect, he can't really do anything, and Hurt is using impeccable timing and coming in and just dashing, attacking through it, and it's been working out really well for him, because he has a pretty hefty lead, but now it is...
Oh, the C4, it blew up. That's... I hate to see that kind of thing happen.
I hate to see that. Especially because MASA had just gotten his combo starter, the hit he was looking for, but then just got blown up mid attack. A good awareness from Hurt to detonate it at that point.
Okay. So going back to the zoning game, MASA needs to get in there and get this KO as fast as possible. Not quite enough. Snake is a hefty boy.
Yeah, and I mean, but at 140%, even down tilt may almost take it at this point, dependent on DI. But he is just air dodging through all of the secondary hits, so really good stuff coming in from Hurt. But is he able to avoid every hit?
Why not? I think Hurt just wants to get a smidge more damage on MASA before this stock inevitably goes away, but that might not be the case. That's definitely not the case.
Good stuff. The Nair coming in to even up the stocks, but with only a 25% deficit and just shooting him in the middle of his dash attack. Okay.
I do like Hurt just saying, you know, I'm just going to eat these lasers just to get more damage with my down tilt.
I mean, Snake's a heavy boy, so a few lasers isn't going to really do much damage in accordance to how much damage he can put out.
Exactly. MASA, why are you firing, bro? You got to get in. You're down, man. Her will time you out, dude.
Samurai with a laser gun.
Yeah. Space Samurai. Furry Space Samurai, how about that?
He's a furry space view. Sounds like something you'd see at a furry cosplay convention. I'm not here for that, but it's okay. It's okay. We support our furries.
Or like a spinoff of Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles, but with a pigeon. We take this. But
we take that.
Okay, the air dodges through, but the C4 again.
All right, Hurt seems pretty happy with that. We are 1-1, even Stevens here.
Yeah, and I mean, the first game, it was kind of MASA just pressuring Hurt into the corner, but on that second game, Hurt was just coming out of the corner swinging or dash attacking, better yet. So it really kind of forced MASA to be playing defense the entire time, and it didn't work out in his favor. So we'll have to see if he's able to summon the samurai spirit, or if he's just gonna keep going down and Hurt's gonna keep the pressure on him.
We shall see. I definitely like, I think Hurt trying to go in a bit more, did more for him in the long run. Right?
Yeah, and I assume they're going to go back to PS2. I don't see them switching any other stage except for maybe Small Battlefield, but considering this is, excuse me, considering this is MASA's counter pick, I'm assuming he's going to want a little bit more space, and he chooses a lot more space.
Right. Yeah, this is a good idea for Falco, because the Falco's zoning is more horizontal with that, with the laser and the reflect.
Yes, absolutely.
And plus being able to KO easier off the sides with the back air or interception with a neutral air or forward air is a huge boost for Falco's KO potential.
Absolutely. And on top of that, Snake normally kills off the top. So with a high ceiling and narrow side blossom, this is a really good anti-Snake stage.
I'm not going to put the advantage in anymore. Back air. Yeah.
Great DI.
I'd use a C4 to blow him up, blow himself up.
I don't understand how top players are ready to do that kind of DI. I would have absolutely been taken off that back air so easily.
Watson, I'm sorry to say, you and I both kind of ass.
Yeah, it is what it is. That's why I commentate.
Yeah, no, seriously. So I play Street Fighter 6 where I'm also kind of like, anyway.
I'll get into Street Fighter 6 someday. But for today, I'm just going to be talking about this game. And, okay, so MASA has a pretty early lead starting off, with Hurt only able to put 75% on him and already being down to stock, and just MASA's sitting in the corner. He's like, keep throwing grenades. I'll just push him right back.
I honestly, people like usually dislike the kind of like campy game style play. I think it's hype. It's because how much like mental discipline.
Who's camping?
Never mind, Nikita.
Shield poke, or did he drop shield?
I think he dropped shield.
He dropped shield. No, bad timing, MASA.
All right, come on, MASA. This is your chance to strike. You got him in the corner.
And he does. MASA does have a good lead, but in the last game as well, he did have a slight lead, and just Hurt was able to just pack on so much damage so quickly. So, okay, I see you, Hurt. I see you, Hurt. He said, keep shooting. Do it.
Ooh, okay, that's a smart use of a grenade right there. Knew he wanted to actually pressure the shield and had a grenade ready to go.
Yep, and there it is. Hurt has taken the lead with the forward tilt off the, or the jab off the side, almost getting it. That was such a good Makita.
Yeah, that was like, yeah, that was laser focused on Falco's head, I should say.
That was just amazing coverage coming in. There was nothing MASA could have done to avoid that. Because if he would have dropped down, the Makita would have came, and going straight back to ledge, I just want to get my invincibility. Hurt had it waiting there for him. So yeah, even though MASA had the insane lead, now it's Hurt's lead, and he is happy to just sit down and chill under the lasers.
Yeah, prone stance is pretty darn good for Snake.
Yeah. It's cool when he does it. It's lame when Wii Fit does it.
Yeah, it's lame when Wii Fit does it, but that's just the nature of Wii Fit. That's all the Wii Fit degenerates in chat.
It's okay. There's only like 3 of them. And this is, it's kind of funny that this is 2 of the best players in Japan, but this is what this matchup leads to.
Yeah, it's just like Smash Bros. Brawl. That was a great recovery from MASA. Really tricky.
And then grenade, C4, crouch, relay, I guess it would be called.
The prone stance.
Yeah. And,
Well,
okay, that was a really, really risky Phantasm. I do not agree with that.
That's the thing, though. When your back is against the corner, you see the chance of victory getting further and further away. You get a bit more desperate just to try to catch up. And in doing so, you make mistakes. So that's kind of what Hurt's banking on right now. Because Hurt is definitely banking on MASA trying to get impatient.
Yeah, because at this point, MASA just wants a quick option to send Snake into the air so that he can get an aerial, or actually at 140%, a down tilt would probably even take it if he's able to get close enough.
Yeah, down tilt has not been much of a factor for MASA, but an up air combo will be good for her, and he is on set point. And it should be noted that the winner of this match will be able to fight our boy, our man, dude, Shidora.
Shidora, the GOAT.
It'd be so wild because Fui's still in winners right now. It'd be wild if this top eight had two Yoshis in it.
Oh god, I really hope that. Honestly, we would be super happy about it, but I really hope that doesn't happen.
Actually, it's like that last Sumabato we talked about, where it was in two Ouijis with Raru and Navi, or Raru and Navy.
Yeah, that was.
Only Osaka, we'd have a major where you have a plant and two Luigis in your top eight, and potentially two Yoshis, but...
I know, Toss is so sick with it, though. I support all plant mains.
No plants right now. We just got some lasers, grenades, birds. Oh my.
And even though this is MASA's counter pick, he opted to go back to PS2. I guess the side blast zones, which he thought would be his friend, actually didn't work out for him, so...
Yeah, that's the thing, though. When you have, like, a character... Like, you know, Snake does get a lot of his KOs off the top with the up tilt and up air strings. Snake can very easily KO off the side with, like, Nikita or even a good at forward tilt, so... Brawler blast zones also become a liability against you.
Yep, that's what it is fighting a top tier. So,
I mean Falco's pretty strong, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, Falco, especially in Japan, there's so many Falcos here, and not a lot of other countries have the high density of really good Falco mains like we have here in Japan.
If you suck against Falco or Ice Climbers, definitely spend like a week in Tokyo. You'll know those matchups like the back of your hand.
I know, right?
And if you need to know Luigi and Yoshi, you just hang out in Osaka for a week, and then you're good to go.
Yep. If you want to fight Steve or Min Min, you can literally go anywhere in Japan because we're filthy with them. And the Makita is... How did he avoid that? Okay, but he gets hit with another one, so it doesn't matter. But that was really good of...
oh, man, what a trap right there from Hurt.
Yeah. That was really good.
Okay, now Hurt's playing 5D chess.
Yeah, put a bunch of pressure on him, forced him to roll in, and was waiting with an up tilt. Love to see it. Unless you're Falco or a MASA fan, because then you hate to see it.
Seriously.
But,
and just like that...
Not slowing down on this momentum. He already has 150%, so a max rage Snake with Falco at 80%. An up tilt may almost kill right now if he gets a sweet spot.
Yeah, I think an up tilt would have done the job, but no more rage for your Snake.
Yeah. We'll just have to see. And just going into this next match. Oh no. Is that it? Oh no. So that's a really big lead. He's up an entire stock with the percents being completely even. Yeah. No, if you're a MASA fan, you're in shambles right now.
And now Hurt just doesn't care. He's okay to eat these grenades because that just means that's more damage on MASA. Or means damage on MASA, I should say. Yeah,
and it's just... You just hate to see it because Hurt's just content to just sit back and wait and just throw out remote damage at this point because he doesn't need to approach with this big of a lead.
Yeah,
I mean, there's 4 minutes, so there's not going to be a timeout, but... He's happy to force Mr. Samurai MASA to approach.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like, I got the big lead. You got to come to me, bro.
I know.
Down tilt anti-air, interesting.
Hmm. And with almost 80% up, and Snake's percent is building as well, but in this specific scenario, percent on Falco is a lot worse than percent on Snake.
Exactly, because Snake can basically afford to eat any of like Falco's, almost anything of Falco's KO moves, especially from mid-screen. Meanwhile, MASA can't afford to eat anything big like a Nikita or an up tilt.
Up tilt will definitely take it. The up air, not enough, but the C4, really smart.
And Hurt got that smoke. He had that smoke smile, like, yeah, like he's like, he had that smoke smile, like, damn, I'm godlike.
Yeah, he's like, gotcha, bitch. But
It's like,
so really good stuff.
Like, man, I'm just so good.
I know, and so yeah, that was really good stuff coming in from Hurt to take the 3-1 over MASA, because MASA won game 1 really convincingly, but Hurt just made the necessary adaptation and came back.